Welcome to In the Kitchen with Dinah. Today we're making spinach lasagna roll-ups.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Gonna taste good, I know.
Well, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Dinah, and today we're making spinach lasagna roll-ups. This is one of the recipes that I used a few years ago when I was a personal chef and caterer, and I love it during the spring just because of the fresh spinach. It's green and it tastes delicious. It's a little easier than traditional lasagna, and I thought I'd share it with you. Today we're making it because I've got a super busy week ahead and I need to do some meal prep, so I'm just bringing you along. So I've got on my stove, I've got some long lasagna noodles boiling, and as soon as I get the sauce and whatnot mixed up, then we'll grab those when they're done. So what we need is some ricotta cheese, probably half a cup. Then we're also going to add some cottage cheese to it. That's probably 3/4 to a cup of that. Let's see what that looks like. Looks about good. All right, we're gonna add 1 egg to it. That's gonna act as a nice binder to keep everything together. So give that a mix. Then I always like to add some fresh pepper, and you can just do this to taste. And some garlic, probably a teaspoon or so, and a little salt. You want to be careful because the cheese is pretty salty. And there's the noodles. Let me just shut those off. All right, so we've got that. We're also going to add just about a handful of mozzarella and also about a 1/4 cup of parmesan. So they're super cheesy and delicious. Okay, so we've got that mixed up. All right, you want to make sure you get all your cheeses mixed up before you add the spinach. So this is 10 ounces of frozen spinach that I thawed, and then I just used my hand and I squeeze all the water out of it. You want it dry, because if you leave all that water in it, it really makes it gross. So go ahead and add that. Give this a good stir. All right, there's spinach everywhere. All right, so I'm gonna grab the noodles and then I'm gonna show you how to make these little roll-ups. So I've had these boiling for about 10 minutes and I've got a cookie sheet here, and I just reach in with the tongs and pull them out. You wanna be careful. Ooh, that gets hot really quick. Wanna be careful not to let your lasagna noodles rip, because we are using them and rolling them up. And I think I've got about 8 noodles in here. If you want to make more, just add more and then you can double up on the cheese mixture. I always cook a couple extra just in case they do rip. All right, so we've got these. Okay, let's head back and we'll get assembling them. So I have a greased 11x7 baking dish, and I just have a can or jar of store-bought spaghetti sauce. I'm going to put a little down on the bottom. Give it a little shaky. All right, so the noodles have cooled for just a second. They are hot though. So I'm just going to line them up on my clean counter, and I'm going to just take some of this mixture and spread it down the noodle. Now you could easily add like shredded chicken to this. I browned up some ground meat and we're gonna add that to the red sauce. You probably could use an Alfredo sauce with this too. That'd be super good, be really rich though. This is a great one to make ahead. It's great to take to a neighbor. And it's also great to make it this far and then just throw it in the freezer for later. But like I said, I am meal prepping for my week this week because we got a busy week ahead. And I need stuff that I can just, whoever is home, to throw it in the oven for me so we can all eat dinner when we all get home. It's kind of up to personal preference how much you want to load these up. So kind of flatten it out a little. All right, that looks good. So now you just take them and roll them up like a sleeping bag. And you don't want to squish it, you just want to be really gentle. So you've got that beautiful roll and you're just going to set it in the sauce just like this and just keep going right along. So we've got our lasagna roll-ups in the pan, and now we're going to just add the rest of the jarred sauce right on top. Now if you could leave it just like this, cover it in cheese, and either bake it right now, throw it in the freezer, just wrap it up good, or like I'm going to do, I'm going to set it in the fridge because we're going to need it in 2 nights from now since I'm meal prepping for the week. So what I did is I browned about a pound of burger and I'm going to put some of that on there. It may or may not fit. I maybe should have gotten a bigger container, a bigger dish, but. Can we do it?
Oh yeah, there's nooks and crannies, it'll go.
Because we still got to add more sauce and cheese.
Oh boy, well your lid might get a little sticky. That's okay.
All right, so we got that. Let's put some more sauce on top. I'd like to get more sauce out, but I think that's all I got.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, and then we're gonna top it with more mozzarella. So you're gonna wanna bake this at 350 for about 40 minutes, and if it's cold, it might take 45. And you'll want to bake it uncovered, and if it starts getting too brown on the top, just lightly tint it with some foil. All right, and then I'm gonna sprinkle some more parm on top too. Okay, so you're ready to go. Either throw it in the freezer, wrap it up really good, put it in the oven, or put it in the fridge for later in the week. So there you go. You have some beautiful spinach lasagna roll-ups. So thanks so much for joining me in my kitchen today. I'm so glad you did. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the bell on for notifications. And give me some comments. Tell me if you like spinach or not. Because I'm not a huge fan, but I like it in stuff and I like salads and whatnot. And this is a great way to sneak some veggies in with your kids. So hope you guys are having a great day. You guys take care and we'll see you on the next episode. Good job. Yeah, I ate your pets, Dad.
What's that?
Ate your pets, he says.
Yeah, you don't need a good boy to get a pet. And action!
Thank you. Yum. Hey, you need to go to your spot. Does this smell good? Sit down. Can you sit down? Why, thank you. That's such a good boy.
Gonna taste good, I know.